Hello guys, alright, I have an interesting video to show you. So here we have is an iPhone 6 Plus. Alright, this is the actual iPhone 6 Plus made by Apple. Alright, and we have the iPhone 7 Plus made by China. Yes, this is a clone. This is not a real iPhone. So there's many ways you could tell that this is a clone. What's it called? Let's zoom into the camera. Let's let this focus in. As you could tell, one of the cameras is a dud, which is this one. The flash isn't that good. The flash looks like crap. The, the antenna bands are actually drawn on with marker, or paint, whatever. The Apple logo text down here, and the iPhone, that's all just painted on there. So is the bottom antenna band. The entire back, including the Apple logo, is all plastic. And one thing, also, the screen is popping out. I don't know if you could tell, but the screen is supposed to just go into the frame like a seamless round experience. But nope, this pops out. You have like a little ridge. Also, you could tell this phone's a fake because it's cracking right there on the metal. Metal's not supposed to crack like that, so another way you could tell this is plastic. It actually does use the lightning connector, which is kind of cool. Most clones use micro USB, or at least for the iPhone 5s they did. That was my last clone. The selfie camera, yeah, everything on the front looks identical, except this is a plastic screen. That's right, this ain't glass, this is plastic. Or at least a really extremely cheap glass. And I, repair cell phones. This is cheap glass. And I don't know if you could tell, but let's try to, see something. This is a glass only, so if you press down you could see like a little gap. Well, on this phone, it's right into the LCD. So, yeah, you really can't tell on video, but it's a glass and LCD separation. So, let's take this phone apart. Give me 1 second. Let me just my other phone. So we are going to take apart the iPhone 7 Plus, or at least the fake one. And I already have an iPhone 6 that's taken apart, and I will show you the differences there. Alright, so let's take this phone apart. As you can tell, iPhones, yes, this is a refurbished iPhone. They connect right down here, and the screen folds down like that. And there should be 2 screws on the bottom. 1, 2. Took those out. You have to pry and under there, lift it up, disconnect these 2 screws, disconnect battery, disconnect 5 screws up here, disconnect the screen. There you go. And the iPhone 7 Plus is relatively similar. You have 2 screws on the bottom, which they actually did not put in. You take this apart, except lifting from the top. The iPhone 7 Plus lifts from this side, and you have to disconnect the cables down here and up here. But this phone is very different. As you can tell, it's a clone. So you don't actually, do it that way. So this is how you take apart these clones. Just stick your fingernail right where the headphone jack is supposed to be, and just pry it up like that. Now the iPhone 7's, the screen comes out. That's the first thing to come out. On this, that's actually the last thing to come out. And the SIM card, you could just pull out with your thumbnail. iPhones, you can't do that. So the back comes off like so. We have the vibration switch right there. Power buttons. They're all held in by cheap yellow tape. This is the battery cover, so the heat doesn't, go into the metal. And we have an antenna down here, so it actually is in the same placement as the iPhone 7 Plus. It just looks cheap as hell. Antenna here, and here is the antenna for the iPhone 6 Plus. 6S Plus is on the speaker, and you get the point. So, there we go. iPhone 7 Plus. As you can tell, this one's fake. As you can tell, the camera's still in there, but there's no camera in here. And this is just a small hole. Okay. So, the dual LED, which is actually a quad LED on this, looks like it's a quad LED. It's actually just 2 LEDs And instead of making it a two-tone flash, they just put a yellow piece of tape and a red piece of tape over the flash to make it seem like it's a two-tone flash. Now where the microphone is, right here, this is where the microphone is supposed to be. It is just a microphone. No, it's not even a microphone, it's nothing. Here's the other camera. As you can see, it's just an empty spot right there. Here's the single camera that this phone comes with. And I probably should have disconnected the battery first, which is all the way up here. The iPhone 7 Plus battery is located right down there. So disconnect that. That's the 7 battery. And as you could tell, it's like some kind of a freaking laptop charger. So yeah, to actually dig into that to disconnect. So you're not supposed to be using metal when taking apart cell phones, but this is a clone. This is what, $70, even though my friend paid $350 for it, and he didn't know that it was a clone. So he's retarded. So we're going to take my iFixit toolkit, take a flathead screwdriver, and you're not supposed to do this, but using metal, disconnect the battery because this is a clone. Now, the one thing that this phone actually does have, the iPhone doesn't, is expandable memory. So right here we have the SIM card tray, which goes in. That's your SIM card. Okay, cool. But down here, got a little extra slot. That's for micro SD. So this phone was advertised as 128 gigs. This phone actually has 8. And I'll get into more of the software later. We have the vibration down here, which the vibration is absolutely horrible. Looks like an iPhone 4 vibrator, but it's like just as powerful as the iPhone 3G, maybe even less powerful. So no headphone jack. The speaker is actually on the right side, except the phone is inverted. But vibrator's there. The vibrator's down here on the 7 Plus, 6S Plus. 6 Plus is right there. Okay, enough about that. Here's the battery. A very cheap battery, as you could tell. Let's draw a ball sack on that. And this is the Apple battery. As you can tell, much better quality, even though this one's a bad battery. So, yeah, that's that. Let's dig down even deeper. So we are going to be using Phillips screwdrivers and a flathead screwdriver to take that apart. So let me just find that. JIS000 is also one of my favorites, so we'll be using that for this repair. And it is right here. Okay. So we are going to be disconnecting this right here. Don't know what this goes to. That is the touchscreen digitizer. Okay. Then we are going to be disconnecting. We're actually going to be peeling back this yellow tape. So let's peel this back. And let's just keep that for God knows why, right? Oh, I don't even know if I had this focused in. God damn. Okay, so assuming that it was focused in, we are going to peel back this yellow tape again. You know what? Do we have to peel this back? We're not going to peel this back. Okay. So we're going to disconnect this. So that peels back like that. That is for the charging port. This is for the antenna right here. So peel that back, take that off, and we are going to disconnect this. Don't know what this is for. I guess we'll find out later, right? Could be for the home button. I don't know. We'll see. And we're going to take out our flathead, put in our Phillips. Now take out 1, 2, 3 Phillips. There's supposed to be 4 right there, but it looks like this phone did not come with a 4th screw. Pretty legendary there. Okay. So we took out the 3 screws, not the 4 that the phone's supposed to come in. And we are going to switch back to the flathead, because instead of replacing the entire power button, the power button is actually soldered onto the motherboard, and there is no way to replace the power button unless if you know soldering, so let's not break that. Even though that this is a clone, this ain't even my phone, I'm just taking it apart. So we took that out. What else? a little stuck somewhere down here. I don't know what it's stuck on. But it doesn't want to come out. Look at that. Seems like it's stuck on something down here. And just lift that up and there we go. This is disconnected. Give me 1 second. This is... Oh, that's exactly where it's getting stuck. So, we have a cable right here that goes underneath the battery right down here. That's your volume up and down cables. On a regular iPhone, it is located all the way at the top. Disconnect that and just lift up the motherboard. This phone, you have to actually pry up the battery first. So, let me get another tool and we'll be opening up this battery. And yes, I know my mat's kind of shitty. Alright, let's see how tightly glued down this is. iPhones have regular pull tabs, starting with the iPhone 5S. And as you could tell, we still have my dick on the battery, so we got that. And how are we lifting this up? Well, this battery is actually pretty tightly sealed down. I was expecting it to be, a lot less adhesive since it is a clone. But cheap is pretty inexpensive, so they probably used a lot of it. They don't want you inside this phone, I'm guessing. And neither does Apple. I have to say, iPhone batteries are easier to remove. Just pull back these two adhesive tabs, and then lift it up. But let's just say you break the adhesive tabs on a regular iPhone, then yes, this battery is easier to remove. And, there we go. So it's just one band right down there, and that's it. So yeah, they didn't use much adhesive. It's just in that one spot. Now we're going to be taking out the power buttons, or volume down and volume up buttons. We should be using heat, but who cares, right? And we don't even have heat in the first place. That's why we're not using it. So let's take apart that. Now these are one connection. So there we go. Take that out. And peel that back. Now we are almost done. And the speaker is actually soldered onto the motherboard as well. Very strange. So take out these two screws. There and there. Lift this baby up. And the motherboard is out of the phone. Okay, so we have, let's see. Will they let us see the chips inside? Nope, but there's probably nothing inside anyway, so who really cares? And this is the selfie camera, right down there. So, yeah, if you want to take a selfie, that's what you're using. Kind of like the iPhone 4 setup. So is the speaker, iPhone 4 setup. That's the ear speaker right there. We have another antenna at the very top, so that's what that black square was, another antenna. And what's left? We have the digitizer, we have the charger port, and it looks like this was the LCD connector. So we'll dig down into that. So we have two screws at the charging port. We're going to take this out. And the charging port comes out very easily. So that's nice to see. The vibrator is held in with a little adhesive. Take that out and everything comes out normally. Very different from the iPhone's vibrators as well. So now we have this massive screen. Compare it with the iPhone, 6 Plus. Very thick. Very thick. And yes, this is a broken screen because I just felt like using a broken one for this video. Okay. So, this is the LCD cable. There's another cable under here someplace. Let's see if we could take off this metal frame. I don't want to actually damage this phone because it's not actually mine, and I have to give it back to one of my friends. Do I even have friends? No. But yeah, that's the full teardown. Alright. So we are going to put this phone back together, and when we are, you know what, let's just record ourselves putting it back together, because why not, right? So, first thing to get put in was the last thing taken out. Charger port, microphone right there, vibrator, that goes in. This had 2 screws. Putting this phone back should be very easy, since there's only like 6 screws. So, screw number 1 there. Screw number 2 goes right there. Is that even where it's supposed to go? Nope, goes right there. Okay. Very simple. Very simple indeed. So, lift up this cable, lift up that cable, lift up that cable, bend that over. In goes the speaker. That's the second to last thing I took out, so that's the first thing we're putting in. And how does this go? Alright, just like that. 2 screws for the speaker. This is very cheaply put together. This is probably worth $10 in parts. And the screen, like I said before, is not even real glass. So we are lifting this up, and this is an LCD display. This is not the exact display the iPhones use. I have to tell you, the quality on the screen, you probably can't tell in the video, but it's like the quality of an iPhone 3G. Yeah, it sucks pretty bad. So we are going to have it like that. Put down the volume buttons, put down the power button. We are going to screw back the motherboard. Screw number 1, screw number 2 goes right here, right where the second camera should go. Screw number 3 right there. And yes, the screw number 4, which they forgot to put in, would go right there. So we are going to connect the charging port. Clip that down. Kind of like if you have an iPad 2, you took that apart, it's like that. Except extremely cheap. iPad 2s use pretty good cables. So, right down here. Put that in. That's the LCD. So if you know that's the LCD, it's pretty weak. Place that in. That's the digitizer. So put that down like that. Now we're going to take this yellow tape, which actually stuck onto my magnetic pad, and I don't even know where this went. This probably went like that, so we're going to put it back like that. Okay. There we go. Now the camera. Now this camera looks like the exact same camera as the iPhone 4S. But is it? Probably not. I would be surprised if they even use an iPhone 4S camera, as those are relatively inexpensive, but they wouldn't do that anyways. So now we are connecting the battery, just like that. Place the battery back in, and the phone's pretty much assembled. Take the back panel, place that over the phone, snap it in like a Galaxy S3. Take this red Apple SIM card, which looks like it's an iPhone 6 SIM. Let's see. Is this an iPhone 6 SIM? Yes, it is. So it's made for a custom red iPhone 6. So if you have an iPhone 6, you want a red SIM card, just steal it from an iPhone 7 Plus clone. There we go. Now let's power this baby up. Now, it has the Apple logo. It does vibrate when you press the power button, so that's very weird. This one's already powered up, but whatever. Takes a very long time to boot up, you could say that. Let's get everything in line. So yeah, this thing takes a goddamn long time to boot up. Goddamn. And the screen darkens because I lowered the brightness before. That means it's almost done. There we go. Ah, it even gets the date right, December 31st. That's the default time that Apple iPhones set back to. So, iPhone 7 Plus, you just tap it. It's not even a press. Tap it like a regular Touch ID sensor. Yeah, and you don't have reachability, so screw that. Okay, so here we go. Now this is running an iOS 10 clone. I'm on iOS 11, but does it have the second page? Oh, it actually does. Damn. So let's go down from that. Let's see how these apps compare. Messages. Looks exactly like an iPhone message. So we have right there. Okay. Text message. Yeah, we get the point. It looks pretty similar. Calendar, a little too bold. For some reason it thinks we're in 2010. But it does look exactly like the iPhone 7 calendars. August right now. Oh, there we go. A little different. Okay, so yeah, different there. Photos. Now these are just default pictures. I never took these. And these are my pictures, obviously. Let's go to whatever. Mr. President, okay. Now camera sucks, honestly. There's no portrait mode on this. So let's see how this looks. It looks okay. Let's compare it to an iPhone 5C. Oh, iPhone 5C just blows this away. Damn. Oh wait, whoa. This actually ain't too bad. Damn. When you zoom in, it kind of gets grainy fast. But damn, I have to say this is like the iPhone 4S camera. I'm surprised. Okay, cool. What was I gonna do? Oh, should we test the selfie cam? Selfie camera sucks. Let's go to the clock. No alarms. It has the new bedtime thing. Get started. Let's see if this starts. Whatever. Okay. Surprised they even have that. Okay, so wallet. Let's see what's in wallet. Totally different. I could see that. Maybe I shouldn't be showing my passport to Honolulu. Okay, weather. Very different. Damn. And it's from freaking goddamn China. Settings looks pretty similar. There we go. Almost the same layout. Go to phone. Oh my god, that's horrible. Alright, so that's that. Music. I never purchased any songs on this phone. Is there any songs on it? Oh wow. Oh, the speaker sucks. Do I even have this song? Chances are I actually might. There we go. Let's compare, okay? Oh, this is horrible. screw this thing. Definitely screw this. And there's a couple of other built apps, including Facebook, Contacts. Oh, let's see the App Store. Let's go into the App Store. Could not connect to the App Store even though I'm on Wi-Fi. iTunes. Nope, nothing. Okay. This phone oh! Okay, frickin' goddamn Siri came up. Totally different. It has a fake HomeKit app, fake health. Welcome to health. Freaking hate this. There we go. Goddamn. So yeah, that's it. iPhone 7 Plus Clone. Plastic screen. Glass screen. Home button's plastic as well. Oh, this is actually not. This is just cheap glass. Maybe I shouldn't be scratching this, but yeah, this phone sucks ass. Well, don't buy this thing.